First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Check mark 45. Hey. 45.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Levante David in on the tackle.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Check the hot read. 58. Hey, South. Let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready. Hey, check. So we got man. Mike's 54. Space. 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. And I got you. Shoot. 22.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Got it. Move. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Got it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 25. Pick me up. Here we go. Get up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Check. Crunch. Wait. 45.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Check your backer, check your backer. Watch the edge. Wall. Get wall.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Great job,
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready? Right. Check mark 45. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
45 the mark. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 45 the mark. Check 45 the mark. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. 25. right. 39.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 54, Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. 54, stop.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 45 to Mike. On the ball.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Under 10, 10.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 33. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check, 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 check.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
45.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Come on, set. Show the ending. Showing up. He's checking. Crash.
Jackson will keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Ready, 280. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hatchet. 54, south. Gun. Watch twist. 21. Let him go.
On first down, Freeman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Let's get it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Shoot. Hey, express. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Mike, check, 59. Ricky, Max,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Go. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. 59.
Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Let's get off the field, G. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Here's Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 21. Check. 51, sub. 22.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Coming to you. Mike, check, 59.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. It's complete to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Who that? Check.
on 2nd and 9. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 99. Check 93.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Nice, sweetheart. Alert flare, alert flare. Check. Joker.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Mike. Mike 25. 55, Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check, 59. Right here.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Gywu. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by Howard. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 4 down. 45, Mike, 45. Go out.
Now Jackson. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
45. Mike, 45. Focus, defense, focus.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
With the score
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Jackson will throw again. And a catch right side by Evans. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Evans out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be third and 6. And Jackson throwing once more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Gay knocks this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB.
Got it. Here we go. Check 45. Got it. 45 to mine. Stop your whining.
To throw again on second down. Ryan, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ryan now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 44 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's wait.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out.
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Samaje Pirine, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it. And
a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Jackson on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready. Mike 54.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And an alley to run. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.